Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can move from 7.0 to 7.1 if you're on Squarespace and you're looking to move your site. Now, I'll tell you from the outset that this process is manual, but there are shortcuts to take something that might take 10 hours and you could get it done in an hour. If you have a ton of content that would take a long time, this could speed up the process immensely. So stick with me to the end. I'll show you everything you need to know to get through this with ease. Now, before we get started on the actual transfer process, and I do have a checklist down below that you can get that's really easy for you to use to make sure you go through all the elements you need to, not just for your site transfer, but for SEO purposes as well. So if you're moving from 7.0 to 7.1, you want to make sure you cover all your bases. And I have a link down below for a starter kit process that takes you through it from beginning to end. Okay, as you begin, the first few things you're going to really want to consider are the things that you can't take, no matter what, which are going to be customer orders, like previous customer orders and data, and the worst one is probably subscriptions. If you have subscriptions for clients, you can't move those over into your new site. So if you have a lot of subscriptions, that'd probably be a hard thing to do, but previous customer orders and all that info is just going to live on your old site. The other thing is your analytics. Your analytics don't move to your new site. So any of the data that you have about demographics, where people are coming from, page visits, page views, all of that, it's not going to transfer to your new site. That's why I always recommend to clients that they have both Google Analytics and Squarespace Analytics set up when they launch a site so that this transfer is easy, because you would just move your Google Analytics code to your new site and be done. The other thing you can't take as well is going to be blog post comments. I think there might be a workaround to update them manually, but I'm no expert in that, so don't quote me on that. But you can't take your comments. So there are a few things you're going to lose no matter what in the transfer. And I bring this up to say this. Number one, just understand that and be okay with that. Because if you consider that in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you're still going to be on Squarespace, you're going to make one of the best moves, because over the next few years, all their resource, 80, 90, 95% of their resource is going to go into developing this platform to be the best possible platform out there. And 7.0 is going to get 2, 3, 4% of the attention of their entire engineering team. And so it's going to help you, it's going to help you grow. And the sooner you make the decision, the less heavy the decision is in the future. The longer you wait, the heavier the decision will feel. The sunk cost of it will just grow and grow and grow. Okay, now that we know that, let's get into it. If you have a website that's less than 10 pages, I just recommend doing the whole process manually. The reason I recommend this is because 7.1 has design features and capabilities that 7.0 didn't. And if you just want to quote unquote copy and paste, which I'll show you how you can do that from your old site to your new site, it could kind of work, but it would be good to get a feel for all the new things you could do in 7.1 and Fluid Engine. It's just such an amazing system that it's going to really help you grow in a really powerful way and understand how you could organize your site in a very modern and nice feel. From there, if you do have a lot of content or products, like specifically products or content in blog posts that you want to move over, you want to check out this tool. And I'm going to show it to you now. We'll have a link down below for you to access it. It's from a company called Square Websites. I think it's squarewebsites.org, but let me show you now. So this is a Google Chrome extension, and the beauty of this is that you only have to pay for the monthly fee, which you could probably actually do this just in the trial, but you'll see it here, Square Tools Extension Pro. You'll want to get this. I think the fee is like $15 a month, but let's take a look at this. Come in here and take a look at this. So trial, okay. So you get a 5-day trial, but it doesn't include all of this, but it does include the import export for 7.0 and 7.1. And then if you do pay for Lite or Pro, what is this, $18 a month? I think I pay for this. Is that how much I pay? Yeah, $160. That makes sense. $18 a month. So I'm telling you, you're going to save 10 hours for $20. I spent $18 on a meal. This is totally worth it. Yeah, you kind of don't even need any of this if you're just copying and pasting from 7.0 to 7.1. So get this 5-day trial, use it, make sure you use it. But basically what you do is once you have your site, you go into your 7.0 website and you will have this extension here, and I'm going to enable it now. And what it'll do is refresh my page. And once it does that, now once I go into my site, this little menu pops up on the side where it says Get Collection. So you just go and you're in your 7.0 website, you just hit Get Collection and you copy that. And then once it's ready, you click on this tool here, and then I'm going to hold down the Shift key just so it creates it in not linked, and you create in not linked, and it says, are you sure? You hit confirm. You could title the page anything different, whatever you like. But now it's basically copying all that info from the previous page, the previous site, to this site. This is a really amazing tool if you're a designer, but this is just a really fabulous experience as well if you're just moving one site from 7.0 to 7.1. So here's a site in 7.0, and I'm going to show you this process again in full. This is an index page, as you can see here, and I'm going to hit Get Collection. So here's a site in 7.0 that I'm going to move one of the pages to 7.1 so you can see the process. So this is an index page here, and I'm going to go in here and hit Get Collection. As you can see, it's copying all the content as needed. It now says it's available. So you got to do this one page at a time. And now I go into the site here. I'll do the same thing. Create in not linked. Boom. You'll see this is the name and info of the page here that we just took. And then I'll hit confirm. And then we'll paste that in. As you can see here, it's working. It's adding in all the content. There's a few videos, different elements, images, all of that. So it's adding that in. There was actually a lot of images on that page. In galleries, so it's adding in all of that content, and boom, just like that, the content has been added. You could see here it follows the same format. Now your style of your site, in this case my style is different, so it just looks a little bit different, but it has all the elements here. So let's take a look at how this worked. First and foremost, it has the majority of the elements here. What I'm seeing is a few elements are a little bit off. Now this was like a white background before, so it looks a little different. And then my heading 1 on that site was a lot smaller, so it looks a little different here. But overall, it has all the same core elements as before on the page. Now this was what? Instagram. This was the Instagram feed, so that's why it's not showing up there. This was like a summary block. That's why that's not showing up here. I would just have to reconnect the summary block. And this was connection to the blog. So I just have to reconnect that. If I show you here, you'll see there's a missing image on this one. And it looks a little funny right here, but this text here, this here. I just need to set up the backgrounds. It looks like it didn't pull any of the backgrounds, which in my mind is actually okay. Because once I go into this editor here, yeah, you'll see this section is blank here. I would just hit edit section, go to background, add in that image. I'll just select some random image right now, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I had a lot of images. Let's just select that. Perfect. And add this in. And this basically just has a spacer filling the spot. So the thing is, on 7.1, I could design this so much differently than I could before. Oh, I added it to the wrong section here. Let's go like that. Okay, I need to add it to this section here, edit section. So now we have it, we have the header, we have this section here, then this like body text. Again, this is just like so big. There we go. I would just shorten it out a little bit so it's not filling the whole space. Here, this just needs a darker background. It needs to be just a little bit content height, small. Background color is gonna be dark. So let's go darkest one. Perfect. Both of these look really good, actually. Yeah, that looks great. And then we have this video link here. We got these. Again, this is like, I have way more control in here too. So these can be like a lot smaller. This could be way smaller. I could maybe do it like that for now. And you can see everything is here formatted well. Like everything looks really good. I think these were drop downs with custom code. That's why they're just like fully out. Instagram, all that stuff, you could just go in there and adjust it. So you could do that for all your pages and content and get it up and running on your site quickly, and then go in there and do tweaks. But again, if you have less than 10 pages, I just recommend doing it manually. Yeah, it might take a little bit more time, but there's more design options in 7.1 that will give you flexibility in designing the site in a more modern, professional, aesthetically pleasing way, which is really nice. Again, check out the checklist that we have and check out any other links that we have down below. There's going to be resources for you that are going to help you get up and running quickly and easily, as that's what we're here to do. We help DIYers just like yourself get up and scale, and we help designers create a freelance business so they could design projects for clients at scale. So if you have any questions, please let me know down below. If you got value from the video, hit the like button. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.